Brothers Gaming.
Hello folks, and welcome back to the first episode in a long while with Ethan on Bub Brothers Gaming. With Ethan, we're going to play Crusader Kings 2 this time around. If you're not familiar with this game, it is a grand strategy game where you play as a feudal lord in medieval Europe-ish, Middle East, greater Europe area. Yeah, let's say that. Where basically you get to choose where you want to start off. Time period, location, etc, etc. But anyway, so let's get her started. I have all the DLCs that aren't cosmetic, because why would you spend money to make people beautiful? Don't get it. So we're going to start off at the early Middle Ages, but we're not going to do any of these presets. I know those are fine. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go over here. We're going to go out into the wilds here. We're going to play as a pagan tribal lord of Ilmen, which, if you're not familiar with Ilmen, they went on to become Novigrad. I think that's how you say it. Which it was a merchant kingdom until climate change, believe it or not, look it up, climate change caused a lot of their crops to fail, which they ultimately got conquered by a neighboring kingdom, which is now failing at me, but that was like way later on, like 1500s? I don't know, but it's interesting because I believe it got too cold and all their crops failed, and like they were just completely powerless and they couldn't keep up. But anyway, so we're gonna play as them, and yeah, let's get started. We're gonna leave all these on a default. There are a lot of different game roles you can change here. We're gonna start that. Ilmen. Loading game. So only take a little bit, I swear. Okay, so we're gonna we don't need the tutorial there. So basically what we are, this is our wet realm. We are in charge of this realm, but we only have direct control over these provinces. So you click on those. This is me. This is me. I am High Chief Rodslav of Ilmen. I do not have a wife, and I do not have well, I do have an heir, but I don't have offspring that are my heir. My heir is my brother, my half-brother, who controls these two provinces. And we're actually pretty good buds. We got a opinion of 73. The max you can go is 100. So we're good buds. We're getting along. We're not friends, but you know, we're on good terms. Like if you ask me how's my brother doing, I'd be like, oh, he's doing well. He's a good guy. I like him. So anyway, so let's get her started here. There's a little bit you have to do before we get started. The music got a little loud there. But anyway. Okay, so my mind's all over the place. Bring it back down. Bring it back down. So let's first make our crown focus. So basically what our crown focus does is we can pick a province in our realm that is more likely to flourish, which means it will get increased tax income, less chance of revolt, but a greater chance of disease because population is increasing and trade is increasing, so you get a lot of people in there, which is not always a good thing for preventing disease. Let's start off with our focus. Okay, so this is our guy. He has a bunch of different skills here. 10 is about average, so he's below average with some of these, but not too bad. Not too bad. So we're gonna make him a business focus. High Chief Rodslav fraternizes with burghers, which basically businessmen, and merchants, seeking to unravel the enigma of gold. Alright, well, good luck with that. Now we're gonna pick an ambition. So basically what I want to do with Ilmen, I didn't say this earlier, I should have, is reform the kingdom of Rus. If you're not familiar with Rus, it was an actual kingdom. I don't think it existed for a very long time, but it was a merchant kingdom, kind of like a precursor to Russia. So we're going to try to reform Rus, or form it for the first time. So Let's make we have a bunch of different ambitions here we can do. We can become a paragon of virtue, which makes which achieve if we hit our piety of to 500. Right now we're at 15, so that might not be the best. Realm prosper, be at peace for 5 years, and then all of your provinces do really well with flourishing, so you get a lot of tax income. Build a war chest. Also helps with the tax modifier, which gives you more tax money. The main benefit is you're prepared for a war, so you can hire mercenaries. Or groom an heir, which makes us more fertile, which we'll get to eventually. But let's do King of Rus. That way we'll get free caucus bellies on all of these provinces, which is a great benefit as a pagan. Pagans can conquer a lot more, but things are a lot more unstable, so it's not the best for beginners or even experienced people sometimes. But anyway, so here is our list of people we can marry. I always look for these traits right here. We have Genius, which is a fantastic trait. It adds 5 to all of your skills and even makes you better at combat. So I want to breed with a person like this because chances that our kids are geniuses go up a little bit. Same with Quick, which is like the lesser brother. It means you're above average. You're not a genius, but you're above average, which is also a good trait. But I'm going to see if I can marry Saga here. They will accept. So that's good, even though they're a different religion. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Let's now designate a bunch of the minor titles. These are basically best given to people who don't like you because they give no benefits, but it gets them to like you more. Except for a few of them, which I will talk about here. Regent, which we're going to designate. I always like to have someone who's really good at stewardship, so it doesn't affect our Desmond size in case our main character gets ill. So the realm moves smoothly, because basically if their stewardship's high, that means they're good businessmen. They know how to, they're a good administrator. They know how to, avoid corruption and run businesses, etc., etc. So now we're going to go back to the ones that are purely for approval. So we'll make the opinions low. Okay, so Gleb here doesn't like us, so we're going to make him our cupbearer. Also, Gleb is still the lowest, so we'll also make him our champion. Lev does not like us the least now. I mean, it wasn't too low. It wasn't in the negatives, but still. And we'll go with him. And now Tutor's a little bit different. By default, these are the people who teach your kids, unless you pick otherwise. So it's good that you like their traits. And also they have a decent learning skill, so they can know how to teach. I only got 3 guys here. I don't know, I kind of like this guy's traits. The only thing I don't like is stubborn, but it still gives you some stewardship. Proud of all the sinful traits is actually not bad because there's no negative, and it gives you 0.5 prestige because you're always telling people how great you are. So we'll do him. We'll do him as tutor. And then we'll also auto-assign commanders in case any of my commanders die or drop out. So it just automatically assigns the most qualified candidate. Now, we're gonna worship the ancestors. Since we're gonna go on a campaign here, I want to guide my sword in battle. So anyway, so let's read this whole thing. You have decided to visit the shrine in the Holy Grove and make a sacrifice in the honor of your ancestors, hoping for their aid in return. What will you ask of your forefathers? Well, I will ask them to guide my sword in battle and let me conquer my enemies. Okay. So, now that's finished. On to the important decisions to be made. I think we get all of them. I don't want to compose a book right now because it costs 50 gold, but that is a great thing to do. It's a good way to pass on your traits to your successors because you can compose a book about something you know how to do well that your successor might not know how to do well. So anyway, so that being said, now we can actually start the game. Everything is set. So for my first thing, I do not... One thing you can notice here is I do not have any coastal provinces. It may look like I do, but I don't. If you look here, there is no ship builder, which means there's also no access to the sea there. Same here. So, but this guy, Inigra, and they're only one province, I think we should go after them. So, because we are a pagan, we can do the conquest of Inigra, which basically says, I'm going to take over your land because I want to, but you can only do one province at a time with that. But since they're only a single province, it's the best way to go. So anyway, so we said that. All right, so now we have to raise our levies, our soldiers. So we're going to set a rally point at our capital. That way, when we raise them, they'll all go right to our capital. And we'll also ask our brother to join us. This is not normally how, by default, things work, but because we're tribal, we have to ask our vassals to join. And they could just be like, no, we don't like you, we're not coming. So it's a little bit more decentralized. So anyway, so we did that, and now we're still doing the ancestors for military power, which we talked about earlier. So what are we going to give them for an offering? Well, we can pull out our eye, which will leave us one-eyed and severely injured. We offer the ancestor one of our body parts. We offer the ancestors a life of one of our courtiers, which probably the best way to go because we're not really using Rogvold for anything. Or we could just have a feast, which just costs money, or make an idol, which costs money but less. So we'll kill Rogvold. Bye. Those sound effects. Ew. Anyway, so let's continue our invasion here of Inigria. All right, so the offering struggled violently when the Volv, it's very Slavic, and her disciples pushed it down on the offering stone. This man is an it, not a him. The ancestors will surely be pleased with such a vigorous servant. Now all you can do is wait and hope. And hopefully we get bestowed with martial ability by killing this man. Sometimes you do. Okay, so our, I don't remember, the genius that we asked to marry us, they accepted. So now we can either collect a royal aid duty, which is only 10 gold, or just say, no, we respect people's wealth and get 25 prestige. Since we took a 100 prestige hit for marrying a priestess, let's do the prestige route so we can recover a little bit of that. Okay, so now we're going to continue our invasion. Okay, so over here you can see the battle unfolding. And since we have just superior numbers, we're just going to totally mash them. There we go, victory. And our allies coming to back us up. And now we're doing a siege, where we sit on their holdings while they retreat. I might do an assault. Nah, I'll just wait. It's happening pretty quick. Almost, and boom. Okay, so that was everything in that province. We conquered everything there. You'll encounter other provinces that have more holdings that take longer to siege down. So since they're totally beaten, we'll conquer them. And since our caucus belly was just to take them, I now directly own this. So now we have a coastal province. Yay. So that'll come in handy later down the road. So now our next priority, there we go, is to invade Chud, which I believe is an insult in certain languages, but also an area of Russia. So I would like to train my troops here in the capital. I'm going to set my marshal to do that. That way, we have more troops, basically, with more morale, potentially. Also, I'm looking here. My half-brother is not the best at being a chancellor. He's only got 4, skill 4. See if he'd be better as a spy master, and I don't want to kill him, and he likes me. So we will make him our spy master. And we will go, yeah, this guy's a lot better. Okay, so now we have better a better council. Basically is you have a council here as well, with 5 different people. One's your chancellor, which handles a bunch of diplomacy stuff. Your marshal, which handles military stuff. Steward, which handles tax collection and realm improvements. Spy master, which is like protects you from assassinations and carries out assassinations on other people. And diviner, which is your like head priest, basically, and they can do conversions, seek out apostates, improve religious relations, or build zeal. And this is a little bit different as well because we're tribal. Once we become a kingdom, an actual kingdom, as in a what do they call it? A feudal kingdom. We can that'll change a little bit. But anyway, so let's see what his army looks like. He has 953 troops. I have almost 2,000 just by myself, so we can take this guy over. Subjugate. We have a bunch of subjugate. We have a lot of unlimited subjugate caucus bellies within the Rus region because that's our ambition. So we can just, as long as they're within that, we can declare a war on them. And as long as we have the money for it. So we did that. Now we're assembling the troops. Allies coming. And we're gonna invade Chud. Turn this up a little bit. There we go. And we smash them. We're gonna assault just to get it over with. Because right now speed is of the essence. You want to conquer these kingdoms or these realms as quickly as possible because all these babies are going to start merging, and that's not good. Okay, so your incompetent steward. He's not incompetent. He's skilled like 14. Has led a group of smugglers into the county of Novgorod. Or Novgorod. Novgorod? Have I been saying it wrong? I'm sorry. Apparently he thought they were merchants. What a fool. I know, right? So we get a bunch that, yeah, that's not good. But it'll go away until, for only 2 years, we can manage. Okay, so we completely occupied Chud. We didn't need to, but I like to get the extra money balance. Offer peace, enforce demands. Now we conquered Chud. But unfortunately, with the one downside of the subjugation caucus belly is the guy who you're fighting against is now a vassal. So he does not like us now because we conquered him. But let me see if I can get him on the... Oh man, he is really bad. He is really bad. Can I just... Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Oh, well. See if I can just assassinate him. Wait, who's his heir? Oh, me. Heck yeah. Let's kill this guy. Oh, we're at 94 plot power. Sweet. Okay, so another thing you can do here is assassinate, whether they're outside your realm or inside your realm. You can assassinate anyone, and it's based on your intrigue skill and the target's intrigue skill. And because his intrigue skill is like 0, super easy. It's just me and my brother in the plot, and already got 141% chance of starting the plot and killing him. So, alright, so let's pick a patron deity. Give us a little bit of skill, I guess you could say, yeah. And looking at my skills here. Let's see, stewardship, intrigue, martial, learning? Let's do stewardship. Yeah. Jerleo, the god of fertility, is the son of Perun. He and his sister Morana were born on New Year's Eve, although Gerlano was snatched from the cradle of Vels and brought up as his son in the underworld. When Jerlio, is that how you say it, returned to the earthly realm, he brought with him warmth and lushness, thus creating spring, which we do not have in Mother Russia. We only have winter and mud. So you've toiled devoutly to follow your path of Jerlio, in whose name you have arranged harvest festivals and fertility rites, as well as spent many hours inspecting the fields of Novigrad. As a result, your stewardship skills have been improving. Nice. So 1+1 stewardship. Becoming pretty good administrator. Okay, so right now, I would say we should concentrate on invading again, but we are threatening. So let's let that decay a bit. It won't take too long. We got another important decision. I don't want to compose a book yet. My money isn't looking the best. That's weird. Anyway, so we're gonna just put this. Okay, Vitiach is breaking apart, so that's good. Okay, so I've received word from my co-conspirator Chief Zebniev that the bowmen are in place and waiting for the right moment to strike at Chief Imino. We are committed then. And alright, we killed him. So he had no heirs, so I inherited all of his land, which is great. Success. Chief was caught in a deadly arrow crossfire between this depository and a grassy knoll. The story we contorted about a lone bowman seems to be working perfectly. Nice JFK reference there. So now I own like a huge amount of the realm, which is ridiculous. I'm gonna give some of this away. I'll give this to my brother. Can I? Why can't I give that to my brother? Well, dang it. Let's see. Who's in court? Who likes me in court? Okay. Chancellor, do you have land? No? Okay, that I can give you land. There we go. Boom. Okay, so now we're within our Desmond size, which is great. Okay, we need a new marshal, because the old one died. Oops. Oh. Oh. Why are y'all Simonsko? I don't know if that's how you say it. Well, I'll get you in. Throw you some money. There we go. Now you like me. Great. Our faction's looking good. Alright, got another minor title. Ooh, I can get a court physician. There we go. Now I can survive diseases. I can imprison this man. Why would I do that? Oh, he's a leader of a plot. What's his plot? He wants to kill my marshal. Imprisoned. Also, he's of the wrong religion. If I banish him, will I get gold? Oh, only 0.37. Can I force demand? I can't do that. That's a pagan? Okay, well, we'll just leave him in prison then. Okay, so I think we got a pretty good start here. We took over, I can't even remember the name now. This nation. Hang on, I got it right here. Oh, that's not it. Took over that that place. Chud. That's it, Chud. We took over Chud, took over that coastal city. So we got a pretty good start here to reforming Rus. So I think at this point we will cut things off. I am Ethan. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. This is Ethan on Bub Brothers Gaming, playing Crusader Kings 2 as the reformation of Rus. Hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow.